Okay. Beat 'em. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that Texas.
Hey, what it is, y'all know it is. The big bounce out, bounce dog. Can't pull through the door. Hit the top to the box. Forgetting my soliloquy. Remember, touchdowns don't last. Good people do. Don't knock yourself. Call them if I like me matter. Peak game, metaphors on wet swing. So, Lamont Roach and his team, his legal team, have reached out to the New York State Athletic Commission, and they will be trying to get that draw overturned to a win, and basically put a W in Lamont Roach's win column, and put an L in Gervonta Tank Davis L column. If that is the case, Gervonta Tank Davis will lose his belt. Lamont Roach will become the champion. When I first heard this, I was like, that was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand why Lamont Roach would do that. I mean, it clearly was a draw. You know what I mean? If anything, just rematch Tank and fight him again and beat him. If it was so easy, just beat him. I mean, a lot of y'all been sitting here saying that Tank is a C-level fighter. He this, that, he that. So I don't understand why Lamont Roach will sit there and try to basically get a win in his column. I didn't understand that. Like I said before, it's a good competitive fight. And Tank, and this is the thing, Tank was telling people that Lamont Roach is a pretty good fighter. He didn't say he was elite, but he said he was a good fighter. So he been telling people before, the fight even happened, and everybody was saying Lamont Roach is a bum and Tank gonna knock him out, and then boom, Lamont Roach rose to the occasion. So what I think about it is this: it's crazy. I think Lamont Roach just need to worry about rematches about the Tank Davis. Don't get caught up in the whole, people trying to tell you, oh, you need to, get that W, because it seems like if he gets that W, he's not gonna try to fight Tank. He might try to go and fight Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson even sat there and said, hey, he'll fight Lamont Roach. So it's to me, it looks sketchy. You know what I'm saying? Just rematch Tank, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all going back and forth. You already said you signed your side of the contract. So if that's the case, then y'all rematch and in the month of May, and y'all get it cracking. You know what I mean? And if he easy work, then beat him, and that would be the end of Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? As far as star power wise, I won't say it won't be the end of him as a fighter, but that'd be the end of him star power wise. He'll definitely take a significant hit if he loses to Lamont Roach the second time. You know what I'm saying? When they fight a second time. Me personally, like I said, I thought it was a draw. You got some people that felt like Gervonta Tank Davis edged it out. Some people felt like Gervonta Tank Davis won the fight. Like you got fighters like Boots, who feel like Tank won 7-5. And the list goes on. I just think that people are used to Tank knocking people out. So when it came down to this fight and he didn't knock out a guy like Lamont Roach, who's not well known, right? But is skillful. You know what I mean? You had a lot of people sit there and talk about Lamont Roach as being skillful, but I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But he sat there before the fight and told y'all, like, man, this dude is very skillful. He gonna come to fight. I need to make sure I'm ready. I gotta make sure I'm on my A game. Me personally, I don't feel like he was ready. I feel like Tank fought a not smart fight, and I feel like Tank got too much going on in his corner as well. You know what I'm saying? So that contributed to him having that poor performance. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are now taking advantage of this poor performance, and now they're saying, oh, Tank's a bum, Tank is this, Tank is that. Let's pump our brakes, bro. It's one fight, and every fighter every now and then has a bad performance. Terence Crawford had a bad performance against Mean Machine. Shakur Stevenson had a bad performance against Edwin De Los Santos. It happens in the sport of boxing. Keyshawn had a bad performance against Nahir Albright. It happens. You know what I'm saying? In the sport of boxing, there are fights where you don't show up. You know what I'm saying? And you may try to get yourself or force yourself to get up for that fight. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? So, when I hear people talk about Tank is trash, I'm like, it's egregious to me. Like when I hear it again, oh, Tank's trash, I'm like, it's crazy to me, bro. You feel me? So, like I said before, man, I just think that when it comes down to it all, when all the smoke is cleared, you know what I'm saying, All they gotta do is just fight again, and this will tell us a lot about Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? So I saw a lot of people sitting there saying that Gervonta Tank Davis, won't rematch Lamont Roach. I mean, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I think he will. I think this was a wake up call for him. I think he saw that, man. You know, I gotta come with it. I can't just show up and fight people. That's what I think he did. I think he showed up and just thought he was gonna beat this dude. And I'm just being real with you. That's what I saw. I didn't see him, like, oh, the energetic Tank of, that fought Frank Martin, the energetic Tank that was in the ring with Ryan Garcia. It was just the Tank that, is talking about retiring, and he's talking about, battling his demons and all this other stuff that fighters go through. And it's understandable, and I appreciate him for sharing that information. But in boxing, you gotta throw that in the trash. You know what I mean? You can't reveal too much too early. And I just think that Tank was getting comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But going into the second fight, I definitely think it's gonna be fireworks. You're gonna be hearing a lot of this. I say you're gonna be hearing a lot of this. Fireworks, gunshots. That's what I predict in the second fight. I think Tank gonna come with it. I think Lamont Roach gonna still come with it, but I just think Tank gonna body bag and toe tag. It's gonna be a massacre. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I predict, and that's not, and I could be wrong. Lamont Roach may well get in there and beat him more decisively next time. You know what I mean? As crazy as that sounds, he may do that next time. He has the capabilities to do that. You know what I'm saying? We got to put respect on Lamont Roach's name. He stepped up to the plate. He did what he needs to do as a fighter. And, I'm heavily impressed by his performance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it was going to be competitive early, but then I thought that Tank was going to knock him out maybe like round between 9 and 11. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude is skillful. You know what I mean? You even heard fighters like Shakur, the people that y'all praising, talking about that, oh, he can, Shakur gonna whoop Tank. You know what I'm saying? It was fighters like Shakur that was like, Lamont Roach is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Good, skillful fighter. He ain't well known, but he good. You know what I'm saying? So, because think about it. When Lamont Roach beat Hector Luis Garcia, Shakur Stevenson reposted it. Ray Ford reposted it. There's many fighters that the same fighters y'all fanboying and doing all this sack chasing on, they were congratulating Lamont Roach. So let's put respect on Lamont Roach's name. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.